This is Average Judd for Boxing Social. I'm delighted to be joined by Sam Jones. Huge week for Pro Bellum in Sheffield. Sonny Edwards headlines. Yeah, huge card, Sam.
Yeah, massive card. I think it's probably the best we've done. Really looking forward to the main event. Sonny's in a really tough fight against Felix Alvarado. People kind of overlook it sometimes because Sonny's so talented, but he's got a real job on his hands on Saturday, and then after that, hopefully, he'll move on to a super fight.
How much do you rate Sonny Edwards?
I think he's the best flyweight in the world. In fact, he is the best flyweight, and I don't think he is.
In terms of this fight, I mean, he wanted Julius Cesar Martinez. He thinks that this should be for the WBC belt. Yeah, what do you make of that?
Sonny signed to fight him. He was prepared to do everything it took to get him, and Martinez flipping ran off. Final hour, so you can't ask much more from that from Sonny. He was prepared to fight him, so that was it.
What do you make of a champion that does that, the way he's acted?
I don't really know I don't really know, because listen, you don't want to question someone's minerals because he's a great champion, Martinez, but he clearly don't fancy the fight with Sonny.
You just said that you think he's one of the best in the world. I mean, Richard Scholfer from Pro Bellum said he rates Sonny as top 5 in the world. Do you rank him the same as that?
You can't argue with that. Sonny's talent, he's never looked like losing, has he? He's a world champion. I think this is his 3rd defence. It's not looked like losing.
In terms of this event, ticket sales, I mean, I've looked at myself, it's gone pretty well.
Sales have done really well. As you can see here, there's a lot of interest in the fight. Sonny's been living in Sheffield his whole career, so people are going to come out and support him. The co-main event is an unbelievable fight. Jack Bateson against Shabazz Massoud, unbelievable fight. People are coming out to back that as well. Herbert Conceição, the Brazilian gold medalist, Lisa Whiteside's on the show. Marcel Braithwaite against Thomas Asomba, great fight.
That British title eliminator, I think, could be fight of the night. It is fantastic, that one.
All the ingredients to be just that. Do you know what I mean? So we'll have to see. I genuinely can't pick a winner in that fight. I think Jack's a fantastic boxer, but this is both of their toughest tests. Do you understand what I mean? So anything can happen in that fight.
You talk about minerals for both of those to take that fight.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. It was very easy for them both to take the country road on that one, ignore each other, but they both wanted it, and credit to them. They're both a credit to the sport.
Credit to them as well, because, you know, this is a British title eliminator. They are sitting quite pretty, WBA rankings. I think it's good that they've gone through this conventional route.
Breakout fight. They want to become a star, and that's the way to do it. This is the way to get your name, people talking about you. Fighting a guy that's probably no one's really heard of or no one cares about isn't going to propel your career. Everybody loves a domestic, mate. Everybody, I do. I looked at that, I was thinking, let's try and get this fight made. And when we did, I was very happy because I think that's what's going to put bums in seats. Because, you know, it not only gives you an idea where they are in their careers, gives their training team an idea where they are as well. Well, 100%. It's a top fight. And the winner will go on to very big things. And listen, it's not the end for the loser either. You know, there is an argument as well, you know, with those both taking that fight, the Minerals are taking that fight. At the moment, we're not really getting much, are we, in terms of big fights as well? And no shit at the moment in boxing, and this is the problem. Like fans don't want to hear anymore. I think fans are getting mugged off a little bit with hearing about fights get talked about and nothing delivered. Like when we heard about, Ryan Garcia against Gervonta Davis, it's nearly there. No one cares if it's nearly there. We want to see, after the year we've had in boxing, we've been promised great fights and we've not been getting them. So let's hope 2023 is a better year for the big fights to happen. Even then, you're not confident though, are you, in terms of that? You just don't know. So like, listen, me, I've wanted to get involved in boxing because I want to be involved in big fights. I want to make big fights. I absolutely love boxing. I love it with all my heart. So I would love to be a part one day of making some of these big fights happen. Because at the moment, I was there for the Mayweather-Deji presser on Friday. A lot of people are out there for that fight as well. That's what we're getting, it seems. Just those type of fights. Mayweather is one of my heroes. I've got no shame in admitting that. He's one of my heroes. But I have zero interest in watching him having a little tickle with Deji. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm just not bothered. In terms of fights that are happening though, FURY-CHISORA, a lot of people are against it. I don't know if you are, I've not heard if you are or not. I've spoken about this fight a lot of the times. Good luck to both men. I hope Derek Chisora is getting well paid. I don't have much interest in the fight, but I'll watch it. Do you know what I mean? I'll watch it, but am I overly excited by it? Not really.
Why not? I mean, my argument is, you know, Tyson Fury's hopefully going to have the big fight next year against Usyk. We know many fighters have sort of an in-between thing.
Tyson Fury signs to fight Usyk in March, and no one will have a problem with what's happening in September. It's just not the fight that we want to see. I'm a boxing fan.
Has sold pretty good tickets though, hasn't it? It's sold pretty well in terms of tickets. They need to turn his music down.
FURY-CHISORA is a big name, and Tyson Fury is a superstar, so it's always going to sell well. So, good luck to him. I hope it's a great undercard. I hope the kids on the undercard get their time to shine as well. I hope it's a great event. I'm sure it will be.
A fight that's been talked about as well, AJ Wilder for next year. Again, it's speculation though.
It's all wind. It's all hot air. Let's see the fucking fight get made. I want to see AJ against Wilder. We all do. We all do.
There is also, I mean, AJ did speculate perhaps a Ruiz trilogy. What do you make of that one?
Yeah, good fight. But again, let's fucking have it made.
It does seem repetitive, ask you questions. That's the problem.
It's, again, more conversations about, oh, what do you think of this fight? Great fight. Gervonta Davis against Ryan Garcia. Great fight. Terence Crawford against Errol Spence. I mean, we've been promised that fight for 5-6 years. Not happened. It's ridiculous. Let's see the biggest and best fights get made.
Why are they not going through? It must be an amalgamation of different things, but why?
Egos, television networks, fighters' egos, but a lot of it's to do with other promoters probably not wanting to work with other promoters. See me, I'd be... All promoters should work together, because then you get proper shows, proper cards. Look at Troy Williamson against Kelly. It's one of the best fights of the year.
Let's preview that a little bit again. What a fight, and again, credit to both men for taking that one.
Great fight. I think Troy's going to win, but it's a great fight. And I've got loads of respect for Josh Kelly. He's a friend of mine. I wish Josh Kelly all the best, but I've got to back our guy.
Yeah, they are mates, but there has been a little bit of needle recently between the two of them.
Not really. I think it's just they want to build the fight, but ultimately the fight's a great fight. Style-wise, it's a great fight, and we'll get a great fight, and may the best man win.
Expecting a sellout in Newcastle, surely?
I'm sure it'll do well. I'm sure it'll do very well. It's hard to get sellouts. What have I just said about him?
Come on. Might as well get both of you in here. Yeah, I said to you, how much do you rate Sonny? Have him now. How much do you rate this man next year?
What did I say? Tell him what I said.
I'm the best in the world, pound for pound.
The McFlurry. What did I say?
But yeah, we spoke about different things within boxing. At the moment, everything on social media. What do you make of the true Geordie Tyson Fury interview?
Listen, he's not covered himself in glory this week anyway, that fella, so I don't know. I thought some of the questions he was asking was pretty fair with Tyson, but Tyson don't need to be asked about KSI. He don't give a shit about that. He's the heavyweight champion of the world, so he could have probably dealt with Tyson a lot better, but he didn't. Shit happens. He ain't getting an interview anytime soon with the Gypsy King, so it is what it is.